Hey guys, what's going on? It's Twintuitive717. I am back with another video. I hope you guys are doing incredibly well on a Saturday night. I want to thank you guys for being with me here on the channel. Thanks for your beautiful comments. Thank you guys for subscribing, for liking the videos. I really do appreciate your presence. Thank you for allowing me to do what I do. And, I'm here with Mega, so I want to definitely shout out my Mega crew over on Patreon. I am so grateful for you guys and your support. All right, so I'm going to dive into some messages from the masculine collective. And hopefully, if the title resonates with you, it made you click for whatever reason, there could be a message in here for you. All right, so let's go ahead and get to it. I think I'll do one of these messages. Let's see what's in here. Okay, so I hate hearing your name come up. I hate knowing my friends watch you too. Oh, very interesting. Okay, so I feel like this connection is in secret right now. It's very triggering for your person to hear your name coming up all the time. You might be on this extreme glow up as well, where people are watching you. They're watching your recent pictures that you've posted. And I feel like many of your divine masculines are just in their feelings about it. What happened? Oh, okay, that one wanted to fly out. So unrequited love, okay? Because I was going to say what happened in the connection between you two that maybe caused this person to feel like this. And I'm hearing it's unrequited love, okay? So there's not enough attraction or chemistry to keep this relationship going. This tells me that this is a divine masculine energy that was in your life and they were coming in and out. I feel like they openly showed that they were playing a lot of games, and many of you felt really emotional towards them. So you might have really missed those red flags, or you saw them and you tried to ignore them. I sense many of you really having a lot of deep feelings for this person, but unrequited love is someone who comes in and they think that they can get one thing from you. Many masculines came in thinking that you were just going to be a good time, right? But energy hits different. I feel like the minute they heard your voice or the minute that they spoke to you, it became more than this energy of unrequited love. Um, this may have had a lot to do with I don't know, like I'm hearing like your background, divine feminine. Let's get your energy here. Um, how was this divine masculine looking at you in the past? Okay, I'll cut it in half just to get a direct message. Why are you so serious? Is it because Ariel's on the couch? Huh? It's okay to let her on the couch, Mega. Okay. You're a nice girl. You share the couch. Yeah? You'll share the couch with Ariel? Okay. Um, Gosh, I don't know if I cut the deck in half. But anyways, I'm just remembering what I was going to say, and I'm staring at the Four of Pentacles here, and it says, manage your resources wisely, achieve a balance in how you spend, and save money. Help out those who are less fortunate. So I feel like this is the divine feminine's energy as to how it is they saw you, okay, in the past. You don't have a lot, but you gave a lot, and they felt that through your energy by getting to know you. I feel like this is a divine masculine who might come from a lot of money, or they might have like a lot of high status, and it's just their nature and their personality to apply these judgments towards you. But I feel like, just because you didn't have money, I feel like you, divine feminine, you might have showed this masculine like, you know what, I don't have pentacles, but I definitely have strength and character, a lot more than you do. I know how to be myself unapologetically. I know how to live life without a mask on. And I feel like that's where you met, that's where this masculine might have met their match. No one was able to really, hit them where it hurts with some of the words or phrases that you might have used while you two were interacting with each other. Okay, but you might have gone through some type of transformation. I'm hearing that you have blessings to receive. Let's get a little bit about that. What's the divine feminine learning at this time? What's coming into her life? Because I'm seeing a lot of you have blessings and abundance to receive, just based on, your past. You've always seen the bright side of life is what I get out of this humor card here. You might have gone through some really hard times, but you got back up each and every time. And I think that having a sense of humor about life meant that you were very grateful for whatever circumstances you were always met with. It's like as long as you had a roof over your head, food to eat, warmth, shelter, you had your family around you who are genuine, you had friends around you who are genuine. Many of you have pets around you that give you, a ton of energy and unconditional love. So you have this way about you of just, um, I'm hearing always look on the bright side of life. Is that Monty Python? I don't know. um, but yeah, that's just what I'm getting. And it's such a magnetic and attractive energy. Okay. And now I feel like all this person can do is just kind of sit there and grind their teeth over the fact that there's a lot of competition around them. Maybe they were once like the center of your world, divine feminine. But I feel like right now tables have turned. You're being blessed with those pentacles now. Now you're equal in every sense of the word to this divine masculine, right? In Trinidad we say bust style, right? I feel like, sorry, that's too many, so I'm gonna put it back. But in Trinidad, they say bust style on somebody means to like show off, or in a sense, like it's like you think that you're like better than a person simply because you have, money, or this could go even deeper for some of your masculines, and they have this sense of thinking that their culture or like their religion or whatever is superior to yours, and so they've always looked down on you in a sense, or the people that they surround themselves, may look down on the way that you present yourself. But again, I see a divine feminine who's just very unapologetic. Okay. um, I feel like because this divine masculine is in a state of just kind of low energy, low vibrational energy. I feel like many of them have a lot of regrets about the way that they treated you, and all of this stuff is coming up for them now. That, at the end of the day, like just because you have money, it doesn't mean anything. I feel like many feminines are where they are because of their character, because of their personality, because of their kindness. A lot of you are receiving blessings that many of these masculines have had to work really hard for. Yeah, they might flaunt their money, but they're working like a lot of maybe like long hours out there, or good money. But I feel like for you, it's like all of a sudden it's effortless. It's like overnight, you've kind of come across this abundant lifestyle. And I get for many of the divine feminines, like many of you sit there and scratch your head sometimes, and you're like, I don't know how all of this happened, just overnight. And it's because the universe has your back, your ancestors have your back. I feel like there's been a lot of like a spiritual attack in the sense of people speaking your name with ill will, or just like gossiping about you, or just talking about you. And these might be very lower vibrational people who haven't started that ascension path yet, where it's funny to joke about someone dying, or it's funny to joke about wishing death upon someone, or it's funny to like, buy a bottle of wine and like have a girls' night and talk, trash about wishing someone ill. And, these lower vibrational energies, um, I feel that, whatever the energy is with them now, like this divine feminine is untouchable. Wherever they are and whatever they're doing, the minute the divine feminine's name comes up, like whatever the case is, it's like they're not seeing results. That's what I'm hearing. Okay, sorry guys if I tend to like stutter a lot. It's just like what happens is like I see it and then I have to try to put it into words. So that's why I'm like trying to catch up with what it is I'm seeing. It's like it's shown to me like a vision. Um, but yeah, let's go ahead and get a message around spiritual protection for the divine feminine, because again, I feel like friends are watching you, people close to this divine masculine are watching you. And just because, a lot of the times too, like when people are sending you like, these types of intentions, it's not always like, um, you know, it's just coming from a place of not stepping in, or not having that epiphany that sets you onto that path of awakening to see things from a bigger perspective. So I'm hearing like, like forgive them for they know not what they do, meaning like they don't see the world in that perspective yet. They don't think that words have influence. They don't think that words carry energy and things like that. So just because of that type of innocence, I feel like the divine feminines are protected. But either way, I just kind of want you guys to know that you are, looked after. And I'm feeling guided to bring out the Angel Oracle deck. Let's find out which guides are around you at this time and, what they have to say, okay? It's like literally blowing this energy away. Okay, so I'm going to cut the deck in half. And the message we have coming out for you is clairsentience. Okay, so notice your recurring physical and emotional feelings as they signify divine guidance. Okay, so many of you can feel already that people are watching you, and that's the clairsentience that's coming through. Many of you maybe have this gift. It's always happened to you. You just know what people are thinking. You can sense their intentions. Just kind of synchronistic things end up happening to show you who's got their eye on you when they're watching you, and it's like you're always 10 steps ahead. And I feel like this is Archangel Raguel. So you have guides around you of the light who is always protecting you. I'm hearing whispering into your ear certain ideas and certain actions to take, and sometimes you might find yourself in like this very trance-like state where you take those actions or you follow that guidance. It's because you have protection around you. Okay, I feel like your ancestors knew that this journey was going to be very difficult, which normally it is because it's the soul literally trapping itself inside of like this 3D body, right? So we completely forget, that we're everything. We're made of everything. We're everyone. We're everything. So, my overall advice is for those of you who are picking up on this energy, you might already know this, but it's like you're protected, okay? How was your divine masculine feeling? Although they're feeling jealous right now, which is why they don't like your name coming up, just ultimately, like, how are they feeling towards you at this time? Okay, so we have the Two of Cups along with the Emperor coming out again. And I feel like this, it's what they want, but in order to have it, they have to surrender in some way. Notice how the Emperor is sitting. It's almost like they have to tap into like higher power or higher knowledge. Like knowledge is masculine energy, whereas intuition is when the feminine's able to foresee. But I feel like, a lot of masculines are studying you right now, and they're realizing that, in order to have this, which is somehow a part of your connection with this person, like if you guys are twin flames, there's definitely some kind of romantic connection here that both of you can't get away from. And don't take that for granted, because that has a lot to do with healing. It has a lot to do with healing love relationships in both of your families, right? The way that we treat love, the way that we treat this gift when it comes upon us in such an intense way. I feel like that's what many of your masculines are realizing with this Emperor card. And this masculine is only human. Many of you might say, oh yeah, whatever, they're a player, they're this, they're that. And it's just so toxic as well. It's like meeting toxic with toxic, I feel like there's many masculines who are just human. They think about love. They think about wanting to be in a relationship. There's no human that incarnates here on earth not wanting to experience love. And this masculine has felt this with you, and you felt this with them. So I feel it's just a question of whether or not, they're really kind of going to heal from this energy here. I feel like the same reading that I had done where I talked about many masculines kind of sitting down and facing their karma, that's really stepping into the Emperor energy. Is what I'm hearing, and that's what it's going to take for a lot of them. So if a lot of your masculines are quiet, many of you can feel a disconnect. It's most likely because they are connecting with self right now. They are connecting with, I'm sensing Hierophant energy, so just studying you, studying themselves. And maybe many of them don't align with those same religions and that culture that they're coming from. It's like they feel completely vulnerable and naked right now. That's signs of a masculine stepping into this emperor energy. It's like he's rebuilding himself from the ground up without attachments from his past. Okay. This is definitely somebody who they don't want to do things in that same way anymore, that they used to, surrounding themselves with just, again, lower vibrational people who, like, what I'm hearing is like they don't get it. It's like with the divine feminine, she gets it, and the part that she gets is that for your masculine is starting to wake up and realize that they're on a spiritual path. No matter how much they try to ignore it, they're always being led back to this whole twin flame journey. And what this journey does is it pushes you back to self. It pushes you back to being the truest version of yourself, and whether you have the guts or not to express it here on earth. Despite the 3D illusions, do you have the courage to start standing up to people? Drawing healthy boundaries for yourself, even if it means putting you in a place of solitude and being alone. Is being in the company of people who make you feel alone better than being actually, physically alone on your own. Okay, and that's just, yeah, some of the epiphanies that a lot of them are having, and they're having that because of this love. I'm getting that strongly. It's like they're human. Of course they want this love. Of course they think about you, divine feminine. Of course they think about you romantically. They might do it behind closed doors, right before bed when no one's looking. They might fantasize at day, in the daytime, like while they're at work. But yeah, like, of course they're human. Of course they want a wife or a husband, to come home to. Of course they want kids to come home to. Um, you know, whether they act upon it is a different story. But I feel like for many of us, it definitely crosses our mind at some point or another in our life, in our lifetime. And if many of you are wondering what your masculines are up to, because you can, feel it and you can sense it, and it's a confirmation here. And these might be very similar to things that you want as well, divine feminine. Your masculine might be very different from you as well. But that's the point. I feel like the point of making them get into this emperor position is being put up, like their backs are being pushed up against the wall. And I feel like they're getting into this place of like they don't care what anybody thinks anymore. It's like I hear many masculines now starting to make decisions for themselves, and they're kind of like coming back in conversation and telling people, like, I didn't ask what you thought about it. It's a decision I'm making for myself. And it's like it's hitting people very bluntly because maybe this is a masculine who would have taken wise counsel, from other people and taken their opinions into consideration. And this includes, parents and siblings and close friends. Now, this emperor is making decisions for themselves. And if anybody gets in the way, they're very kind of quick to put them in their place at this time. And I feel like that's what this whole energy is doing right now. They let you go because they were completely in and out. They took you for granted. They maybe judged you harshly based on your material position, divine feminine. And I feel like the universe definitely showed them, because many of you now are being rewarded for, and this card literally says giving to those who are less fortunate. You did that when you had nothing for yourself as well. But the importance of giving, you're not attached to material wealth is what I'm hearing. But this divine masculine might have laughed at you for that way of thinking at one point, and might have looked down on you because of that. But now it's like everybody has their eyes on you because they just can't look away from this incredible transformation that you're going through. All right, so I hope you guys have enjoyed. Whoever is reading this it was a very beautiful one. So you guys take care and join me on Patreon as well if you guys are guided to. We'll definitely be covering some extendeds on a lot of this energy, okay? So I love you guys. Be well, and I'll catch you in the next one, okay? Bye.